Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oof. You guys already know what it is. It's what if Deku was bendy. And before we start, Jesus, this series, this series is getting a lot of love, and it's surprising. But I did ask you guys in the last video if what powers should I add to Deku, to Bendy / Deku's arsenal. And I was scrolling through them. I'm actually looking at them right now. And there are some few in here that I like. And there's some few in here that I like, but I like to put a little twist in them. So, ink manipulation from Lai. I think that's how you pronounce this name. Ink manipulation, yes. He's gonna have full ink manipulation. He's also gonna be able to teleport through ink. What's another one? Let's see here. Ink demon wings. Yes, he's gonna have ink demon wings because I feel like it would fit his character a bit. And this is not a power, but it's more of a weakness to Deku. And this is suggested by SCP-049. Nice name. Basically, he's gonna be weak to water, but he doesn't die from it. He won't die from it. It just makes him melt a bit of, but he won't die from it. He turns more into his powers are weaker in rain or the water environment because the water can wash away his ink. And there's this one from Junior Hampton, Ink Wipe. It's a very interesting power that you could give him, but I'm just gonna change it a bit. Yeah, keep the name because I don't really like coming up with names. But basically, this one's gonna be called Ink Grip. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Basically, he can either when someone touches him or he shoots ink out of his body. Basically, when it covers the person's body, it hardens and starts to compress, slowly breaking wherever that place is. But without further ado, let's jump in to the story, finally, because we're already 3 minutes into the video and I haven't done nothing, so let's get into it. If I'm not correct, last part I left off right after the entrance exam and Deku / Bendy wrecked it. And yeah, so first day of UA. First day of UA, so Deku walks into class 1A. You know it? Nah, he doesn't walk into 1A. He, let's say, what's a student? Now, let's just say Aizawa was, like, writing something down in pen on a sheet of paper, and Deku's like, it's an easy way in and I don't have to walk. So when Aizawa is, like, still writing, he kind of jumps out of the ink on the paper. Like, the words that Aizawa wrote down, he kind of just jumps out of the ink. And he starts off as a blob, and then he forms up into his body. And everyone's just like, what the hell? Like, even Aizawa was not expecting this at all. Because he was, like, not expecting this. And then Aizawa explains the test, the quirk assessment test. And yeah. So they get out to the field eventually. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Deku slash Bendy has full body manipulation. He can change his body in any way he wants. Because technically he's made of ink and he has ink manipulation, so yeah. They get out to the field. Deku's throwing the ball because, he got first place in the entrance exam. He gets thrown the ball. And he grabs the thing, and ink starts to form around the ball. And he throws this thing, and it's about to hit the ground. But the ink kind of just pushes it off the ground and launching it back into the air. He kind of skipped it by using the ink to propel it further. And it got about 256 meters before it stopped moving. Everyone's what's with me tonight? Well, it's probably because I'm recording this at 4 o'clock in the morning. But, yeah. So, yeah, everyone's in complete shock that he was able to do this effortlessly. And he crushed everything except for the ball throw. He got first place in everything but the ball throw because he didn't really try, so he didn't get infinity. He would have gotten infinity, but he chose not to. Because he doesn't want to show them all their tricks just yet. And this Deku is a little bit of a trickster. Is that the word I want to use? Yeah, he's a bit of a trickster. Troublemaker. Yeah, that's the right word. Not trickster. He's more of a troublemaker. He'd be scaring people when he jumps out of their pages, which is written in ink. He'd just jump out of it and scare them. He'd also steal some stuff for a second, just quick grab, because it's usually next to a piece of paper, and he can move through ink. So he is a bit of a troublemaker. But no one can ever prove that it's him, because there isn't much left. But, heroes versus villain. Yeah, heroes versus villain thing. One day in class, All Might rushes through the door. He's like, "Oh, I am here," and Deku's thinking in his head, "I'm gonna scare All Might." So he kind of turns into a puddle of ink and he seeps into the floor. And you could sort of, if you looked hard enough, you could see him moving from the floor, up the wall, up onto the ceiling. And then when he's right above All Might, and he peeks out of the ceiling, he's like, "Boo!" And All Might jumps a bit because he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. So he kind of he jumped. And yeah, basically Almond explains, and the teams are gonna be, oh, and what's his face? Do I want Deku to know Bakugo? Yeah, let's say he does know Bakugo because of story reasons. I was thinking of another idea I had for this beginning of this series. But yeah. Yeah, so the teams are gonna be just the normal teams, just the original teams, because I can't really think of a different team with this Deku on them. And yeah, so the thing starts. Uraka floats to the top of the building to go coming from the top. And Bendy slash Deku is just walking through the building. He's got a cane. He forms a cane out of ink. Because why not? And he gets up to like the second story of this place, and who comes around the exploding around the corner is Bakugo, and Bakugo explodes Deku, and he thinks that yes, I just took out Deku, but he didn't. Deku just turned into a puddle of ink right before the explosion hit him, and he starts to form up behind Bakugo, and like ink little tendrils leach out of the floor because there's still ink on the floor, and it kind of grabs Bakugo, and it starts pulsing ink all over Bakugo's arms, and Deku uses ink grip, which breaks Bakugo's arms. And then Bakugo starts wincing in pain, and then Deku's like, "Really? That's all it took? Man, you were so big talk before you actually got your hands dirty." Then he dropped him from the ink. The ink disappeared, seeped back into Deku, and then he wrapped him up in the couch tape. Deku did, and he gets a little. Uraraka kind of tells him on the intercoms that they have where the bomb is. So he's like, okay. He kind of teleports up there, more or less, if you could call it teleporting. And he sees Ida in there. He's like, I got this. He walks in, and Ida recipro burst charges at him and tries to kick him, but it doesn't work because he kind of hits he kind of he kind of doesn't really hit him because it's kind of goes through him. Kind of goes through him because he's still made out of ink. And he keeps trying to hit him, but it's not working. He kind of spreads ink all throughout the ground, and he kind of gets trapped on the ground, chained up, more or less, seeping into the ground, sinking into the ink. And then he's stuck there. And then he went up, touched the bomb. Heroes versus Villains is over. And before I end this video, guys, if you got a ship, put it in the comments. I honestly have no ideas, to be honest with you. Like, I honestly have no ideas for a ship in this one, because it's bendy. And I don't really have a ship for bendy. But, yeah, before we end the video, guys, just wanted to say thanks for 300 subscribers, and we're heading fast onto 400. So, yeah, I just want to say thanks. Like, thanks for 300 guys. Like, big time. I'm surprised I've grown this fast. It's surprising. But I just want to say thanks, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe. If you got any suggestions for a new what if, put them in the comments. I'm always taking in suggestions. And I'll see you guys on the next part. Peace.